For better living, are you feeling good tonight? This thing got me thinking of life.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about where I've been. I know it's been a whole year since I uploaded a video, which is absolutely insane, but you know, it happens. Life has been lifing, and I just kind of wanted to catch you guys up on what's been going on. But for this video, as we're chit-chatting away, I'm going to be going through this particular wig. It is a synthetic wig by Outre. It is the Juliana wig, and I've been seeing this trend on TikTok, and I'm like, I could rock this. Let me put the wig on and see how it does. So this is the wig. It's really nice and curly, and the texture, when I tell you guys, this texture does not feel synthetic at all. It doesn't even look synthetic to the eye. That's really why I was drawn to this particular unit. So I'm really excited to install this because it's been a while. Okay. So I know the last video you guys saw, or the last video that I uploaded on this platform, I had just gotten married, and I shared a little bit of the highlights with you guys from the wedding. I'm just taking my foundation brush and just going to be stippling the foundation onto the net. This is so weird to film because I just feel like, first of all, I've never done a video like this before. You guys know I am the voiceover baddie, whatever that is. But yeah, so I'm literally trying something new on this channel and just trying to see what works and what doesn't work. So, you know, just bear with me as I kind of figure out my new thing, because this is a new era and we're trying new things this year. Okay. So besides that, you guys know I just recently got married. Yay. And now I just had a baby. I know, if you're following me on Instagram, you probably already know all these things and you're like, "Ugh, what's new?" Like this is old news to some of y'all. But yeah, I took a whole year off, and I just really wanted to sit with the fact that like things are changing, because I feel like sometimes I don't allow myself to kind of enjoy the new phase in life. I'm always on to the next so quickly, and always trying to capture these moments, or you know, update people on what's going on. And I just really wanted some time to myself to really reflect. And plus I turned 30 years old 2 months ago, which was a lot. It took me a whole year of just trying to rationalize that away. Like, oh my God, I'm turning 30. Like, what, however many years ago, I'm like 25, trying to figure out what to do. I have all this time trying to chase my dreams and all that good stuff. And it's like, now I'm 30, married with a kid. Like, what happened? You know, so it was really a huge transition for me that required my presence, if that makes sense. I did try to come back on YouTube. I'm trying to show you guys this, and it's just really uncomfortable because I have to lift it up. But I did try to come back to YouTube while I was pregnant, but it just was not working out. I had the most difficult pregnancy ever. For my first baby, it was ridiculous. Like, so many things kept happening, and I was just kind of scared because for the first time in my life, I'm actually having health issues. Things aren't going like it just, the best way to describe it, it was like my body was betraying me, and I didn't know what to do, you know. So I just kind of took a chill pill. As at this time I was in America, you know, living in Dallas and trying to figure out, okay, you know, what's next, like what am I gonna do out here. Let me just throw this wig on real quick, okay. What the hell? Hey, good. Okay. You guys, mind you, I've not done this before, so please bear with me. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, this is the first time I'm doing any adhesive on my hairline for anything. Mind you, my business is still in, my salon is in Lagos without me. which is crazy because after I had gotten married, I didn't go back to Nigeria. I've been in the US now for almost 2 years, which is insane. And I haven't been able to go back to check on my business or anything. So I've just been trying to manage it from Dallas, which has been a lot because I mean this is Nigeria we're talking about. Can you it's almost impossible, but I'm so grateful for my team. I'm so grateful for my manager particularly. She's been so instrumental in terms of just keeping an eye on things for me and making sure things are going smoothly. And thank God I had already established that relationship and that partnership before I left because I would have been in some serious trouble. Breeders' Club probably would have been shut down by now, which is crazy to think about, but yeah, that's where we were at. Anyway, so fast forward to some time after the wedding. I decided, you know what, I'm going to get my real estate license because that was something I wanted to do prior. Before I even opened the salon, it was between opening the salon or getting my real estate license, but I chose the salon because I felt like that was more of like a long term, that required more of my physical presence out of the country, and it was just something I felt, was more important in the moment. So that's what I did. And I'm so grateful I did it when I did. I think I opened my salon at the perfect timing. Thank God. Because shortly after getting married, I just never went back. So, yeah. Okay. Guys, I don't even know what to do next. I know they be putting this rubber band, these rubber bands on the head, but like, is it now? Do I need to, you know what? I need to separate the baby hair and then put the rubber band on and then spray the spray. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me run it back. Let's run it back. Okay. So right now I'm just trying to pull out the baby hairs. You guys, I'm just trying to remember things that I saw online when people install these things. So please bear with me. I do not know what I'm doing. I am not an expert and I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert. So we're just trying to figure this out together, okay? Anyways, I'm going to take my band and put it on. You guys, this is like the most fun part because, hello, band me up, please. Thank you. Right? You just put it right here, right? God help me. Okay. Hold on. You guys, you know what? You're supposed to spray it down before you band it up. Duh, that makes sense. So that way it can lay down and be flat. I'm trying to film 2 videos at once, so this is kind of stressful. But we're just going to let this sit and marinate onto the scalp. And we're going to take it off and pretend like it's laid, and then we'll do the whole thing. So let me just do a little bit of makeup, and then I will be done. So where did I leave off, guys? Like, I need to be writing this down. So at this time now, I've been in the US for a while, and I'm like contemplating, should I get my real estate license, or should I just, chill and wait till I have time to go back to Nigeria, da da da. So I decided to get my license. I took my exam in the beginning of 2023. I decided I wanted to go into real estate and take my exam. It was one of the most stressful times because I was like, look, I'm only gonna give myself like one try. I'm not gonna mess around. I'm gonna buckle down and I'm gonna take these exams and I'm gonna pass this test because that's what I do. I pass this test. So that's what I did for like 3 weeks. I went to the in-person real estate class, and then I started studying for my exams. And baby girl, let me tell you, that exam is not a joke. It was really difficult, a lot of sections, and you're timed. So, and initially I was trying to self-study. Mind you, remember I told you guys I've been contemplating getting my license. So what I did was, like, throughout the years, I kept studying real estate content. Like, I would buy like classes online and try to self-study with like PDF guide, but it was the most intimidating thing ever because, like, imagine reading about terms. It's raining. Imagine reading about terms that you know nothing about and you're trying to get familiar with all of a sudden. It was the most difficult thing ever, like ever. But I did it, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to register for the in-person I'm going to register for the in-person class, and that's what I did. And it was so much better, you guys. If you're trying to take the real estate exam, like it's so much easier and so much faster to go to an in-person class. And the one I did was Champion School of Real Estate. They are amazing, like guys, amazing. When I tell you things I had studied for months that I didn't understand, I understood and got the concept in one class session. And even though it's hard, like waking up really early, going to the class and dedicating hours, you know, of your day to it, not even knowing if you're gonna make money in real estate and stuff like that. But it was it was one of the most difficult things ever. But we did it, and I'm a firm believer in that. No matter what you want to do, no matter how difficult it is, you just have to close your eyes and get it done, because tomorrow is going to come regardless of if you do it or if you don't do it. So you just have to get up and go and get things done. That's just the mantra, that's the mindset I've had throughout my life. So I got my license after my first try of the exam, which is incredible. I was so proud of myself. Like I said, it wasn't easy. I literally thought I failed, and then I pressed done, and I just saw pass, and I was like, Jesus, thank you, Lord, because I was so convinced I was not gonna do good, and that's that self-doubt thing, and you just have to take that out of your mind, because what's the worst thing that could happen? You fail, and then you take the exam again, and then you pass. So regardless of that fear of failure, you just have to get up and go and try, because the fear of not trying, guys, is more terrifying than the fear of failure. So you just gotta go get it done and get it over with. And if you have to do it over again, do it all over again. It is what it is. So when I got my license, obviously I had to choose like a brokerage to house my real estate license, and that is also the number two. Like after passing, that's like the number one most important decision you're gonna have to make as a realtor, because wherever you go can really have an impact on your career. So you really want to go somewhere where you feel supported, where you feel like you can grow, where where you can thrive. Well, especially as like a new inexperienced realtor. You really want to make sure you join a brokerage that will support you and show you the ropes and not make you feel silly or stupid for asking questions. Like those things are so important. And I chose an amazing brokerage, and right now I'm not practicing real estate because I just had a baby, taking maternity leave. But when I do go back, I'm going back to them because I absolutely love the brokerage I joined. They have a program called Seals. Thank you. Shout out to Seals. It was amazing. It was like a 1 month crash course of new beginner realtor experience. They give you so much leads. They give you so many different classes where you have to, like mandatory classes you have to attend as a group of like your sales set. It's called Sales. So it's like a set of new realtors that are going into the industry that need help. You need your hand held. It's a great program. I believe it was like was it 6 weeks program? We had to go every day of the week in the morning for like set amount of hours, and then after you've gone through those classes, towards the ends they start giving you leads, and you put that that knowledge that you learned in class into actions. And in this program, before you send out your first offer, you have to go through the leads, your leads instructor. Ooh, this actually laid. This is crazy, y'all. Oh my God. Oh wow, baby, this it actually laid. Um, yeah, before you send any offers, they cross check everything for you. So it's really like a program that will hold your hand as a newbie in the industry, and it is just words cannot express how grateful I am to have attended that program, because I learned so much and I built so much confidence. And within the first 3 months of my real estate career, I had already sold two or three. No, I had already done 3 transactions. I've done some leasing. In total, I think I had did 6 at the time before I, took a break from real estate because baby came. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing real estate because it's just fun and you get to learn so much about investment. You get to learn so much about money. It just changes your perspective about money in general, and that's one of the greatest gift real estate has given me so far, and I cannot wait to go back. I love helping people find their dream homes. I love helping them, you know go through the process in the most easy way possible, because like as a realtor you really hold a lot of knowledge, and you know more about the process than most people, because they buy a house once or twice a year, depending on if they're an investor or if they're just buying their personal home. Sometimes it's a big gap in between when people buy their first home and their next home. So you really hold all the knowledge and all the insight to the industry on how to. This dog. Are you done? You really hold all the knowledge on how to help people. So it's a very rewarding industry to be in, truthfully. So, guys, after real estate, I found out that I was pregnant and I had to take a step back. I was really excited. It was such a great, it was such a happy time for me because I don't know, I've always wanted to be a mom. So it was like one of those things where it's like, I just felt very at peace. I was so happy. I was so grateful. And I was just going to let myself bask into that experience and just be as present as possible. So I decided to take a step back from real estate and just focus on, mommy land. And yeah, honey, that was that. And I will be going back to real estate, best believe. And I cannot wait until he's like much older. Not much older, but like until he's like maybe 6 months, and then I'll, go back. Right now, he just turned 2 months, and I'm just trying to figure out where time went, like what's going on. Before, he'll be leaving me for college, and that'd just be so sad. So, pregnancy, guys, oh my God, nobody told me. Nobody told me it would be as hard as it was, particularly for it being my first pregnancy, guys. What if I told you guys I went through gestational diabetes, I went through postpartum preeclampsia, and I went through a C-section, my first pregnancy. Yay, right? Oh, God. God gives the biggest challenges to his strongest soldier, but I never volunteered to be in the army, so take me out. Um, yeah, it was really, really difficult. I mean, imagine taking freaking, what do you call it? What's that word? Um, Diabetes, what do you call it? Insulin. Imagine taking insulin for insulin shots. I'm talking about like injections four four times a day, 3 times after every meal, and like once after bedtime, because I couldn't control it with my diet, and my baby was getting really big, and they were like, okay, you need to get this under control. And trust me, valid. We do need to get this under control, and I did my absolutely best, and it just was not working, so I had to go on insulin. So yeah, I was going through all that, and mind you, it's the holiday period. Everybody's eating their faces off for Thanksgiving, and I'm over here eating salad. Like that is insane. So yeah, it was really difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it was one of the most difficult thing I've had to go through, and on top of that, your body is changing so much, and um, um, I don't even know. It was too much. It was really just too much for me for a first pregnancy. I was just so till now I'm traumatized, and I don't even know if I want to have another kid, because I'm like, that was too much for me to go through. We had a scheduled induction, and during delivery things didn't go as planned. He wasn't coming out on time, and mind you, I was in labor for hours. And then we're like, look, This is all the pushing I can give. This baby is not coming out. I've been pushing for like 3 hours. I kid you not, guys. 3 freaking hours of just pushing, and he's not coming out, and I'm panicking at this point. So I tell the doctor, I'm like, look, I can't do this. I don't think it's safe for me, or the baby. So let's just go ahead and let's get a C-section done, and yeah, I'm glad I did that because God, only God knows what would have happened if I kept trying, thinking, oh, you know, this baby's gonna come out, and he didn't. They rushed me to the, what do you call it, the room for surgery, prepped me, and then cut me open, and out came my beautiful 9.5 pounds baby, a big old baby. So beautiful, so gorgeous. And when I heard him crying, it was the most beautiful moment because I'm like, wow, all that blood, sweat, and tears. And and I just felt so at peace. I was like, you did it, God, thank you. Um, just ready to go home. But unfortunately, that was not the case. My blood pressure decided to, do what blood pressure does and run straight to hell. It was insane. Like, guys, I felt like I was losing my mind. Like, it was just like things just kept happening, getting worse, getting worse, getting worse. And I ended up staying at the hospital for almost a week. My baby got discharged before me. Yeah, and I missed his first pediatrician appointment, everything. So it was too much going on. Turned out I got diagnosed with postpartum preeclampsia, which is so dangerous, and a lot of women actually die from that stuff. This is somebody that's never had any health issues to all of a sudden now dealing with all of this craziness. Like, it was just too much for me, and but I just kept praying to God to get me through the experience, and that was how I got out. My doctor had like a benchmark that she wanted my blood pressure to be at before she can discharge me, to manage it at home. So that's really why I was there for that long. My blood pressure just didn't come down. And on top of that, my baby was in NICU because, like I said, I had gestational diabetes. So his blood sugar dropped really low when he was born, and they had to keep him. But thankfully, he did really, really well. And he was discharged in 3 days because he met all of his milestones. And I'm grateful, at least things didn't get worse than that. So that is a blessing in itself. Anyway, so right now I'm just trying to get used to motherhood and trying to bask in that moment. I am doing great. I haven't experienced any depression or postpartum crap. I think I've just been so eager to get back to work because being pregnant for 9 months is no joke. And for someone that's very up and going, that little downtime was just too much for me. And to be honest, I was not a fan. I complained the whole time because I wanted to get back to work. I was just so eager to get my life back on track. And when I got the opportunity to be released and, be cleared of everything that's going on with me postpartum, I was like, you know what? Let's get to it. Let's get back on YouTube. Let's get back to real estate. But yeah, I'm really excited. Like, God is so good. Don't take your health for granted. I don't know why, but we just tend to appreciate things more when we no longer have it, which sucks because you really need to bask in the moment while you do have good health, while you feel great and you can get up and go and do everything that you want to do. But yeah, we thank God for life at the very least. What else has been happening? Business in Nigeria. Oh my God. When I opened my business in Lagos, things were much different. The economy, everything was much different. Though it wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. Now everything is just gone to shit. Like, excuse my language. Everything has just gone to shit. So I don't know what's to come, but I just pray things get better because right now just to keep business operating is so difficult because it's like, why are things getting more expensive by the day? But I just hope things get better because, like I said, if it just keeps getting worse, I may, like, strong may exit the country with my business entirely because there's just certain things I don't want to deal with anymore as a human being. Like, things should not be as difficult as they make it in Nigeria. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on things in terms of Nigeria, keep an eye on things closely in terms of Nigeria, and then see what that looks like after this year. And yeah, that's the plan. So regarding moving forward, particularly with content, I really want to take my YouTube seriously again. Like I wanted to change the direction of how I navigate my platform and my channel and things I want to showcase and do. Particularly being more open with you guys because I felt like my approach to content prior to me leaving was very private in terms of like I never really shared anything unless it benefited me in terms of like my business. Like obviously posting about your business brings more awareness. It's like marketing, you know, but I just wanted to I want to put more of a face behind my brand this time, essentially is what I'm trying to say. And not just make everything about, you know, Breeders Club, you know, because there's so much more to me. And, you know, I had this platform before I had the business. So I want to keep that going, keep that alive, and see where that takes me. He's right here. So I had to do everything else off camera because I just realized I was taking too long. But brows are done, shadows is done, lashes are on, lips are on. I just need to do like blush and then finish up the hair because that's why we're here. So yeah, I want to show you guys a little bit more about my life because I feel like I'm growing and I've changed. And when I first started my YouTube platform, I feel like a lot of the things that I was once interested in or the way I was doing my content, I just feel like I've evolved past that. Like I no longer do people's hair anymore. So it's just like I'm not behind the camera. You know, I'm not behind the chair anymore. My bad. So I'm just kind of like more focused on like being in front of the camera, showing myself more, showing more of my personality, maybe a little bit of lifestyle, and just like making you guys feel, taking you guys along in today's time, if that makes sense. Like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was shy, which was a big part of why I was always very like, you know what, I'll just focus on like, you know, what I do, which is hair and my clients and all that stuff. It was just easier that way for me. But I think I'm kind of over that, you know. I think you guys are too. But I'm really excited, you guys. I feel like there's so much to come in the future, and I cannot wait. Ooh, it's kind of giving. Maybe I should have done my eyeshadow on camera. I don't know. I was just feeling very embarrassed. Like, oh, what if they don't like it? Oh my god. But I think you guys are gonna like this look when I'm done. Oh my god. He's like sleeping, y'all. I have him on my back, African style, of course, and he's knocked out. Usually, when I can't get him to quiet down, or like if he's having a hard time falling asleep, I just do that. Takes him out in like 5 minutes. He'll just fall right asleep. It's the best thing. Okay. So I'm just going to take a pair of scissors and then cut the lace. I'm very terrible at cutting lace, and I'm not cutting this in any particular pattern. I'm just going to cut zigzag. I'm going to cut in half first. Oops. So if you made it to the end of this video, you are an OG, you're the best. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content like this, let me know. And also, if you have suggestions on things you want to see on my platform, go ahead and leave in a comment. I'll definitely be reading it and taking suggestions. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my god, it was really nice to see you guys again after what, a year, and I promise I will not go anywhere this time. I'm here to stay. So yeah, I can't wait to have fun, you guys. I'm glad to be back, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a merry day and God bless.